Hello, 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 and welcome back to a new episode of Things I Said While Caffeinated. I'm your host, Amara Franklin, and I actually have to admit I'm not very caffeinated right now. It is 10:31 p.m. on Thursday night. I want these podcast episodes to go up every Friday, and I did not even know what I was going to record. I knew I was going to record something, but then inspiration just kind of came at me, and decided to just suck it up. And instead of going to bed, I'm going to do this episode, which actually I did last night as well, because I also really wanted to get out a YouTube video. And so at 11:30 last night, I was about to go to bed and I was like, you know what? No, I told myself I was going to get this video up because I ghosted my YouTube channel just as badly as I did this podcast. So I told myself it'll only take like an hour. I was up till 3:30 in the morning, you guys. I am exhausted. I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep, but luckily, this is an audio podcast, so you only have to hear my wonderful voice and not see the craziness that is my hair right now. So, I'm happy to be recording. I'm sorry about the impromptu hiatus that we took 3 episodes in. If you wanna know kind of what happened, I would definitely say go to my YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/Amara Franklin, and I did a whole video all about it. But today, that's not what we're gonna talk about. Today, I wanted to talk about I think I came up with 28. Originally, the idea was to come up with 34 things I have learned in my life, because I just had a birthday. I'm not gonna say what birthday it was. I can tell you it was not 34, but that's the last number that I want to claim. So I was going to do like 34 things. And then I don't know, I just got tired and we ended at 28. But we are going to share 28 wonderful words of wisdom. And I don't know why I said we, because it's literally just me. But I'm going to share 28 amazing words of wisdom that I have learned in my 30 faux years of life. Number 1, don't hitchhike. Just don't do it. I have seen far too many scary movies, and yet I still did it when I was much younger and much dumber. Yeah, I would do it. And it always ended up fine. I'm still alive. But some of the things that I did in my early 20s, it is by the grace of whoever you believe in that I am still on this earth, okay? So just don't do it. Don't hitchhike. It's not worth it because you probably will just get picked up by a really nice person who's going to drop you off at the bar. But you also could get picked up by like a serial killer or just a general horrible human being. And literally this is the year 2025. We don't need to hitchhike. We have Uber. So anyways, number 2, along with don't hitchhike, don't pick up a hitchhiker. If you need more context, refer back to number 1 for more information on why picking up random strangers off the side of the road and being like, "Oh, you need a ride to your hotel room? Sure. Oh, there's 4 of you? It's fine. Get in the car. It's snowing outside. I can totally take you down the road to the hotel. Oh, hey, before you get all the way out of my car, can you please pick up your crack pipe?" Again, by the grace of whoever you believe in, I am still here. And number 3, all of these first 3, they're very similar. If your car breaks down and you struggle with asking people for help, just ask for freaking help, okay? What you shouldn't do is get off work at, 11 o'clock at night, take a taxi to the top of a twisty-turny mountain, have the taxi let you out, even though they seem really sketched out by it, and then decide you're just gonna walk down the mountain in the dark with nothing but the light from a flip phone in 2008. Okay? Well, now it would be 2025. We have our smartphones, those have flashlights, whatever, but just don't do it. Luckily, if you are going to do that, make sure you have really great friends, though, that will find out about this idiotic plan and will just come and get you. So don't do any of those things and just ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. I guess that's like a like number 29, I guess, is just ask for help. Number 4, don't date your ex's best friend. There is never a good reason, okay? Revenge, not worth it, not worth it, because they're really, really cute. Also, not worth it. Uh, it just is not gonna go well for anybody, so just don't do it. There are so many other cute people that you can go after, and so many other fun ways to get revenge that don't involve dating their best friend. It's really great in fiction books, though. Number 5 is there are so many times where being friends with an ex is a disaster, but sometimes it can actually be the best time ever. I have this boyfriend when I met him when I was 19. He was so cute. He was 6'4", I was 5'1", and we just had a really fun time. Like, we dated for a few months in the summertime, and the breakup didn't go that well. Maybe one day I'll tell a story, probably never will, because in this story I am definitely the villain in this story, and if you need any more context, go back to number 4. But somehow this wonderful, fun, amazing human being decided that we could be friends. After a certain amount of time, we're like, forget it. We dated a few months. It really isn't that serious. Let's hang out. And we would have the most fun being friends, because I have also learned, again, maybe throw this in as bonus number 30, that sometimes you find people and you are just better as friends. And so you don't have to date every cute person that you meet. Sometimes they should just be your fun, goofy friend. But yeah, it is totally fun to be friends with an ex. Well, as long as the ex is a good human being. Along with this one, it is okay for some friendships or relationships to fade away. Not every friend that we're going to make, or, sometimes you meet people because you work together, or you went to school together, or you grew up together, or you dated for a few months and then became really great friends, or whatever the situation is. However, this wonderful, bright, amazing, magnetic human being came to be in your life, they're not always going to be in your life forever, and that is totally fine. We all have different seasons and chapters in our life, and people come into it at that time because that's the time in which they need to exist is in that little pocket or that chapter or that era of your life, and you're never going to see them again. And you can look back fondly when you're recording a podcast at 10:42 at night and giggle about the silly, fun antics that you used to get into. So for me, that would be that one amazing, hilarious boyfriend turned friend. And then also, I had a best friend when I first moved to Oregon. I met her at work and I loved her dearly. And she was the officiant at my wedding, and she was there for me, and I was always there for her. And then over time, things just fizzled, and I have not seen or spoken to her in probably like a decade at this point. Or if it hasn't been a decade, it feels like it. And I think about her sometimes and I smile because she is a wonderful human being, and I hope that she's so happy. But life goes on, and now I have an amazing best friend. I know, Lindsay, you're going to be listening to this later, and don't get jealous. It's fine. You're still my bestie forever. So it's okay to let people just fizzle out and just enjoy the memories that you had. 7 is similar, but this one's a little bit harder, is that some losses will always hurt, though. So again, there are some people that are just there to be a chapter, and when it fades away, it's great and you always have those memories. And then sometimes it's different. Sometimes it could be a loss because of a friendship breakup or a relationship breakup, or somebody that you love dearly is no longer with us. And those losses will always hurt, especially the last one. Time doesn't always heal all wounds, but you can learn to live with the ache. And I know that's really icky and negative, but for me, when I wrote this one, I was thinking of Carly. Carly is my cousin, and she was a year older than me. And in October of 2004, she passed away. at this point, we have mourned her longer than we had her in our lives, and that will never not hurt. I miss her all the time, and I think about her all the time, and I know that she's with me, and I know that she is in a great place, whatever you believe that that is, but it doesn't take away the fact that it fucking sucks that she is not here anymore. And I've just learned over the last 20 years to just live with that ache and to miss her and to think about her and to think about the fun that we used to have. And her and I were really, really close. And I will never not miss her. And that's not okay. But it's okay to not be okay, if that makes sense. So, number 8, there is never an excuse to drive under the influence, whether that be drinking or drugs or prescription medications or whatever it is. It's selfish and it's stupid and it's wrong. And if somebody does this, they very well could be the reason that a whole family and friends and a whole group of people will have to mourn somebody longer than they had them. So just, for me, I guess the lesson is just to be mindful of the choices that I'm making. And I won't even drink after a glass of wine because for me, I won't, I won't drive after a glass of wine because for me, like a glass of wine and I'm a little buzzed and it's just not freaking worth it. It's not worth it ever. Okay. Number 9, mistakes happen. Just admit it. One of the most, like, annoying things ever is when people will just talk themselves into a freaking circle instead of just, like, saying that they fucked up. Like, if you hurt somebody's feelings, just apologize and be like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I fucked up." If you whatever you did, like, it doesn't matter. Just say you messed up, apologize, mean it, and move on. Mistakes happen. One of the things I tell the kids is you will never be in trouble for an accident, but you will be in trouble for lying about it. So this is kind of like the same idea. Like if you just admit what you did, sometimes you'll still be in trouble. Like if you cheated on somebody, for example, or you did something really bad, then like you got to deal with the consequences. But just suck it up. Number 10, smoking sucks. I say this as an on and off again smoker for since I was a teenager. I think the first time I started smoking, I was like 14 years old or maybe even 13. And I was on and off again until about 2 years ago. I haven't had a cigarette since November 2023. Sometimes I get so overwhelmingly stressed out and I'm like, oh, I just want a cigarette so bad. But I don't do it because I'm really proud of myself for quitting and because quitting was really, really freaking hard. I wish I'd never started smoking because if I never started, I would never have to quit. But I did it and I'm happy that I did. So, it is hard. So if you are a smoker or you were a former smoker and you have quit and you're thinking like, "Oh, I can just have like a couple cigarettes." No. No, 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 no. You cannot because it is a slippery slope, my friend. 11. Sometimes you are going to be the villain in somebody else's stories. Accept it and move on. If you messed up, admit it, just like I said in number 9, and learn from it. Do better. And sometimes you didn't even do anything. Like sometimes people just want to make you the villain so that they don't have to admit what they have done that's wrong. And rather than getting into this whole thing where you have to be right, just accept it. Okay, number 12. I am a total people pleaser. So this one is actually really, really hard for me. But learning that not everybody is going to like you is really hard. It hurts like a bitch, okay? But it's also very freeing. Again, I am such a people freaking pleaser. I want everybody to like me all the time, always. And so if somebody doesn't like me, it's really difficult for me. But I have learned to just kind of let it go and just understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that is totally fine. Number 13, there's a Taylor Swift album for everybody. I'm just going to leave it there. If you don't believe me, Go listen to one and keep listening because you will eventually find your album. And number 14 goes along with that one. Find a fandom that makes you happy. It is so fun to just like geek out with people that get you. Being a Swiftie is like the greatest cult to be in. Seriously. We go into all these deep dives and numerology and like, oh my God, she wore orange. So that means she's talking about karma because karma is real. And I swear to God, karma is real. Okay. There is a lost album. It is called Karma. It came in between 1989 and Reputation. And it's a whole thing. And I will die on that hill. And if you're not a Swiftie, you don't get it. And if you are a Swiftie, you totally get it. So I don't care what your fandom is, unless it's like, I don't know, serial killer, like real life serial killer fandom, then just find the one that gets you. For my best friend, she loves true crime. I like true crime, but like this girl loves true crime. And that's her thing. Number 15, read whatever the fuck you want to read, okay? Classics, awesome. Your brain is amazing. You're super smart. Thrillers, love it. If I ever go missing, I know who to have come find me. Like, the police will be going around in circles with all their red tape, and a group of thriller-loving, true crime watching people are going to find me long before anybody else does. That's for damn sure. If you're totally into romance about a freaking door, that is so not for me. But if that's for you, go for it. Don't let people shame you. Read what you want to read because at least you're reading a book. Number 16, it is never too late. Whatever that means to you, it's never too late. Move to a new city. Go back to school. I went back to school at 30. I'm not going to say the year, but it was only a few years ago. So go back to school. I am only a few months away from getting my BFA in creative writing. So write a book. Take up a new hobby. It's never too late. Whatever your dream is, just go do it. Number 17, listen to your gut. If it doesn't feel right, it is not right. We have intuition for a reason, okay? There's going to be a little bit of a trigger warning for the next one. So if conversations about a DV are hard for you, then I would just, skip ahead to number 20. Okay? Number 18, if they hit you, leave. It's not only going to happen once. They are not going to change. You can't fix them. It is not your fault. You did not deserve it. No one deserves to be scared all the time. If it happens once, it will happen again. So you need to find your people and you need to leave. Number 19, it never starts with that. Before they hit you, there's a million other moments that lead up to it. If they call you names, if they ignore your boundaries, if they control you, tell you what to wear, who to talk to, if they make you take photos of where you are or share your location because they don't believe that you're doing what you're doing, or they're making accusations all the time because they thought that your Find My says that you're in a tree. It's literally insane. All of these things are abuse and you need to leave. And then with number 20, this is just in general. Love is not hard. Relationships can be hard, absolutely. Just like whether that be a friendship or relationships with your siblings or your parents or even your children. Like any relationship that has value and is meaningful in your life is not always going to be easy. But love is easy when it is the right person. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't make you cry. Well, I mean, it can from like happiness, but like love is not an uphill battle. That's like the best part of all of it. So if you're with somebody and you feel like it's always so hard and that love is difficult, it's really not. You just need to find the right person, the person that makes it easy. Number 21. Don't wreck your credit. It's nearly impossible to get back. When I was 19 years old, I didn't even have my own apartment, okay? I rented a room from my uncle. He was amazing. And for like $200, I worked 2 or 3 days a week at a restaurant, and I was a full-time college student. And I go into the bank to start a bank account, and they're like, hey, do you want a $1,000 credit limit on this credit card? Yes, please. Thank you. My credit has not recovered since then, okay? So just be careful, be mindful, Set a budget, stick to it, all of the things, because credit is so important in life and it's such a stressful thing to not have good credit. And it will literally it takes almost nothing to ruin it and it takes years to fix it. And number 22 goes along with that. Just save, 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 save as much money as you can because, especially in this day and age, you never know when something's going to happen and the bottom could quite literally fall out underneath you and you're going to need something to fall back on. So it is always best to save money, even if it starts just with like a little bit, $20 here, $10 there, and then build up like your emergency savings. So that way, if something happens, you know that you're going to be okay. Number 23 is one that I am very, very like this is not probably the first, nor will this be the last time you've heard me talk about this. Number 23, vote for the person, not the party. I am so sick and tired of this two-party system. It's actually like crap, honestly, because we tend to just like look at like, I'm just going to vote for the Democrat, or I'm just going to vote for the Republican, or fuck it, I hate them all. I'm just going to vote for the independent because I want to just say F it, but I still want to vote. That's not the right way to go about it, in my opinion. We need to focus more on who they are, what they are saying, what their intentions are. And it's okay to vote against your typical party if it's the right thing. And if that person's actions and plans and values align with your values. Vote for the person, not the party. And also vote for everything, local and nationwide things. Number 24, every single thing in this world is political. We can't escape it. So we have to be informed. And one of the things that's so frustrating is that we live in like this echo chamber, which I think I'm going to do a whole podcast about echo chambers, honestly, like all these algorithms controlling what we see and how we get information. It's crazy. So anything you can do to break out of that echo chamber and find more information is the best thing that we can all do collectively, because information is power. And everything is political. The fact that I can plug in this microphone into my computer and I can talk to you is political. The fact that I can read books, the fact that I can vote is political. It all is. And one of the best things that I personally have found is I get most of my news. I either get it through ground news, or a lot of times, like, I'll see something on Instagram or on YouTube or just another app or something, and I will go to ground news to fact check, because you can see who's reporting it, what their bias is, and their like factuality score. And you can kind of see, you can read articles from like hundreds of different places. So for me personally, I try to find center unbiased news sources, because I found like that's where I'm going to get the most real information. And then I can go to commentary after that. Number 25. And this is not just in terms of politicians. Like, I wrote this down specifically thinking in terms of politics, but just in general with anybody in life that we're going to encounter. Watch what they do, not what they say. The whole actions speak louder than words is a real freaking thing. There's a reason why that's been a saying for who knows how long, forever, because watch what they do and not what they say. Number 26, it's really not that hard to be kind and to think of others. It's really not that hard. Like, being kind, it's like crazy that people are so mean all the time, because it's literally not that hard. Say thank you. Smile at somebody. When you are at a stop sign, let somebody go first, even if you have the right of way. If you can tell that they're like in a hurry, or you guys both got there at almost the exact same time, and you know that technically you have the right of way, but they're starting to roll through, just let them go. It's fine. It's fine. 27. Also, along those lines, always be kind to service workers and pay attention to those who are not. So if you're with a group of friends and they're being an asshole to the waitress or waiter at the restaurant, or they are bitchy on an airplane to the flight attendants or whatever, like, that is not somebody that you should be friends with, dating. If it's your sibling or your parent, tell them to be freaking kind. It's not that hard, you guys. I'm not saying that to you, because if you're listening to this podcast, you're already a nice person. But just, I'm sharing lessons, okay? Number 28. Learn to just say fuck it. This is my last one I wrote down. So learn to say fuck it. Let everything that brings you down, just let it all go. Life is both too short and it's too long to be miserable all the time. Happiness can take work sometimes because you have to actively learn to say fuck it and to get rid of things that are not serving you. Jobs, places, relationships, friendships, your own self-limiting beliefs or whatever it is. Just learn to say fuck it all. Be happy, be free. Let your hair down. All right, friends. Well, that is it. Those are my 28 life lessons that I have learned in my 30 faux years of life. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Things I Said While Caffeinated. If you can't tell, I am a lot more caffeinated than when we started because I paused, got water, and put those little energy packets that I like in there. So it is now 11:03. I'm going to chug this energized water, do the editing for this podcast, and then go and get some freaking sleep. A few cool little updates now that I'm back. Things I Said While Caffeinated has its own little YouTube channel where I can put these podcast episodes. At this point in time, it's not going to be video. It is audio only, but you can still check them out on YouTube if that's where you would like to listen. We are also on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, which I think also means that I'm on Audible, but I don't know how to find it there. So basically anywhere that you listen to your podcasts, you can find us. So with that, friends, have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is for you. And I will talk to you next Friday.